Most likely, The Damned was released over the last week in theaters to sidle up to that period piece horror buzz attached to Nosferatu. But is this perilous journey into the cold, dark waters of Iceland worth your time and hard-earned pesos? Well, why don't you make like a tongue on a frozen flagpole and stick around and find out. The Damned is new in theaters in the US and UK and will be coming soon on demand from Vertical Entertainment. It's directed by Thordur Palsson and written by Jamie Hannigan and Thordur Palsson. A young widower named Ava, played by Odessa Young, inherits the responsibilities of a fishing outpost after her husband perished along the rocks in the treacherous waters off the coast of a 19th century Icelandic village. Since her husband's demise, the fish have been scarce, and the crew are tired and hungry. When a foreign ship crashes along the same very rocks that killed her husband, Ava makes the hard decision to leave them to die, as rushing to their aid would only make for less food and supplies for her crew. But making that decision may have evoked a primal curse which causes madness and death to spread across Ava's small village like the plague. Man, is this a bleak one. The overpowering force of The Damned lies in its atmosphere. Even if you aren't experiencing the winter chills out there right now, you're going to feel the bitter cold these fishermen and two women have to endure. The frozen muddy beaches, the layers of clothes the actors wear, and the way they cling desperately to them ensured that this was most likely a pretty miserable shoot. The wear and tear of this cold climate can be seen on the weathered faces of the entire cast. This is no glamour flick with polished actors. This is a swarthy and dismal time director Thordur Palsson has captured with every frozen frame. The chill becomes a character in itself, ever present and ever threatening. The Damned isn't a thrill a minute, it's one of those slow starters, letting the story seep in like the cold under a cabin door. The Damned is much more about superstition and paranoia, and those are details best left not rushed to. These people are at their wits' end, famished and exhausted, now heap on the guilt of leaving an entire crew out in the cold to die, and it makes for the darkest of psychological horrors. It's that same kind of feelings of paranoia and peril that permeated the pinnacle of snow-covered horror, John Carpenter's The Thing. I guess it is the cold outside, forcing one to stay inside and in close quarters with one another, that pushes that paranoia to the max. Whatever it is, it works its magic in The Damned as well. The Damned keeps the true threat under wraps for most of the film, while the crew becomes more paranoid and end up dying one by one. The superstitious crew blame a monstrous curse, and that leads to quite a few nice and creepy sequences of nightmare imagery, but the true horror comes in the final moments. It's an intriguing way to end the film, saying much about the power of suggestion and shared psychosis in perilous situations. Beautifully shot with a whole lot of scenes of gorgeous landscapes of places I don't ever want to go to, The Damned is a moody and dismal movie that deals with some deep and dark psychosis. There are some very strong acting turns, especially from the lead Odessa Young, Downton Abbey's Soyben Finnerman as the elder caretaker of the crew, and Green Room's Joe Cole as one of the fishermen. But the cold takes center stage. You'll want to bundle up for The Damned. It's a nippy one for sure, but it's also damn fine psychological and gothic horror reminiscent of those moody Hammer films of old. Have you seen The Damned? Are you gonna go see it? What's your favorite horror movie filmed in the snow? Let me know down in the comments. Please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're